I'm curious what the story is you have about how to run your business. Do you end up having a to-do list that keeps you busy, but at the same time keeps you broke? Do you feel like you have this whole list of should that leaves you feeling empty instead of inspired? So what I want to share with you is how your attachment to what you think you need to do and how you think you need to run your business is actually blocking sales, higher levels of impact, and higher levels of success, as well as freedom and fun. So consider what you tend to do on your day-to-day basis and what you believe about what it takes to be successful. So I'm sure I imagine you've worked with different coaches or have taken different courses, and you've also, of course, watched how other people are doing it. So I imagine you have a lot of stories about what it takes to be successful, and it is completely dependent on who you listen to, what that looks like. So of course it's completely overwhelming and often contradictory. You have one person telling you it's all about LinkedIn, another one telling you it's all about Instagram, another one telling you to focus on Facebook, another person telling you it's all about your email list. So what do? You have all these competing forces, and part of you wants to do it all because you want to be able to reach more people. You want your message to reaching the people that it's meant for and to be having an impact in the way that you envision. But when you're chasing all these different ways of doing what you think you need to do in order to be successful, what often happens is you end up on a hamster wheel, is that you're constantly doing, maybe constantly creating content, constantly reaching out to people, but you're coming from an energy of lack, of if only I get this right, then I'll be successful. If only I do this system, then I'll be successful. If only I follow these 5 steps, then I'll be able to get my business to that next level. So think of the energy of that belief system that someone outside of you has the answers, and if only you follow their 5 steps or their formula or their prescription for success, then you will be successful. That energy is coming from that place of not trusting yourself, thinking that someone else has the right solution for you, instead of coming from that place of this is your business. And you went into business because you wanted to do things your way and you wanted to impact people in the way that only you can and to share your gifts in a way that really makes a difference in the world. And so what you can do to start to shift this is come back to, of course, what was your initial vision? Why did you go into business in the first place? Be still and listen. Block out what all the experts are saying, all the courses that you've taken, all the coaches that you worked with. It's all good information, but the key here is discernment. So getting quiet and listening to your heart. And where is your heart pulling you? If your heart is pulling you to want to really develop your writing skills and connect with people through emails, follow that. If your heart is really drawn to images and pictures and you think it's fun to play around on Instagram, follow that. But the trick is, and the shift here is, it's coming from a place of heart and coming from a place of feeling pulled. And as this would be fun, and wouldn't this be exciting? And I would love to reach people like this. And wouldn't that be great if my message was received in this way? And that place is a place of trust and a place of knowing you are creating your perfect formula. You're creating your prescription. And what you can do is start to document how that prescription is unfolding so that you are taking notes and keeping track of, when I do this, I feel really amazing. And this is what happens. When I do this, I don't feel so great. And this is what happens. So that you start to hone and refine what is your perfect method that brings you energy, that brings you light, and allows you to share your gifts and your genius with your community in a way that is coming from a place of fullness, not coming from a place of trying to prove something or from a place of being attached to external measures of success. So anytime you're coming from that place of, well, I don't have very many followers and no one really liked my post, you're still seeking from outside of you what only you can receive from inside of you. And when you start to shift to, this is how I know I can serve best, this is what gives me energy, this is what lights me up, this is what I'm here for, then you're not attached to how many followers, how many likes, how many engagements, because you know it's impactful. You know it's coming from your genius, from your heart, and from your soul, and that the right people are engaging with it, and that it has to be shared, that it's not yours to keep. And that allows you to not only serve your community at a higher level, it also allows you to feel that sense of purpose and mission and filled up in what you're doing instead of drained and empty and chasing all the time. And what it really helps you do then is you're coming from that place of your security, your success comes from within. And when you serve from that place, you are incredibly attractive and magnetic because you're serving from a place of love, that this is what you love and you can't wait for people to interact with it and to hear about it and to share what you're learning and the path that you've been on and all the insights that you've had. You're sharing from a place of overflow. And that is when, of course, clients come to you much more easily because they're coming to you in a way that is reflective of your energy versus when you're chasing and in that place of lack, in that place of scarcity and fear, clients run away from you. You're blocking your clients. And so making that shift to really take the time to get quiet and to listen and see, where are you pulled to play? Where are you desiring to serve? And in what way, in what ways does that come for you that comes natural and feels like what you would do whether you got paid or not? And then, of course, that is what will magnetize clients, opportunities, everything that you desire and beyond, because you're no longer in that place of needing something from outside of you that you have already given to yourself. So, would love to hear your thoughts on this and also would love to hear how you're noticing what changes once you start to operate from that place. And if you're not a subscriber, of course, I'd love to have you here more often. And if you found this helpful and know there's someone out there that could really benefit from this, please consider sharing. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Bye.